Tonight on Plumes of Hazard, another ghetto-ass intro.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to show you a cool new vape trick that I found out. Michelle, if you're watching this video, I just want you to know that I apologize for all the mean things I said to you, and I just want you to come back into my life. You mean the fucking world to me.
It doesn't get old. It's so good. Okay, here we go.
I hope this video lives up to the expectations of Mega Knox.
Why are you running this again?
It was an accident. Unintentional intro. Shut up! Breakfast! Wait, we gotta go over this thing. So we've been told that this is gonna have to be like a required thing, and then there's gonna be like an FDA thing and all this other bullshit. Maybe.
You can't consume YouTube. What does the FDA have to get involved?
I don't know. All right, here we go.
Whoa, Mast ain't actually here. Come on,
Yeah,
stop
I know.
playing. Stop playing.
I did.
Stop playing.
Go.
Hi. We even now. 1-1. Mast's not here right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep. Yeah, Mast is on the road, and however, in the past we have had him here on the show when he was on the road. However, now since Google Hangouts Live forbids you from calling external phone numbers. So Massey does not have mobile super internet, so
but it was kind of a surprise thing, so we didn't want to just like bail on you guys like last minute. So we went ahead and figured we'd do the show.
So deal with it. I'm sure you'll be fine. Anyway, what's everyone doing this evening?
This is the Plumes of Hazard.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I was doing it late night. Yeah, we're the Plumes of Hazard. Coming in at 10.4 subscribers, 10.4K.
Boom.
Boom. I am Fubaka.
That's true.
This crack out of whichever direction is the Angstful Vapor.
Hydrated.
Hydrating.
Hello, everybody. So sorry the intro is weird. I still have not gotten the software. I mean, it's only been, what, 5 years? I still haven't gotten
Honestly, dude, I don't know how Mass has been able to put up with Manicam all these years. Does it, like, not suck anymore?
I'm sure it does, but it's one of those things that I don't think it's actually available on OS 10. At least it wasn't the last I checked.
You know what I'm holding out for? OBS to be available, not just... Because I could use it as a video sharing source. Like, I could use it in Hangouts, but only video. You can't do sound yet. I feel like it'll be doable soon.
I didn't even know you could use it for video.
Yeah, it became a thing like 4 or 6 months ago at least. It's a third-party plugin for OBS.
Oh, okay. Because you had mentioned that a while back, and I went and tried to figure it out again the other day. Because I could use
you can only do video, not audio, unfortunately.
All right. But I mean, I figured out how to, obviously a long time ago, I figured out how to stream to, to Facebook, figured out how to use, using OBS, and YouTube, and like I can do all that stuff, but not Hangouts.
I'm in chat as Plumes of Hazard. I think I was still signed in from last week.
Oh no, that's going to be confusing.
Well, that means what are you in chat? Are you Squidward?
Yeah, Rob Jones. Ben and Jerry could not hook a brother up. He has got old school phone. He doesn't. What's he need a phone for? To taste ice cream. Come on. At least that's what they said. Bunch of stingy bastards. All right, so sorry for the ghetto ass intro. I hope you enjoyed the vape trick. It made me laugh. When who was it that found that the other day? Was it you?
I'd seen it a while ago, and I was looking for another one of that guy's videos and saw that and found gold. And then I remember I asked my brother if he had seen it before when he was home. He said no, so I looked it up and I'm like, wait a minute. Why the fuck did I think to use this as an intro? The video came out like 6 or 7 months ago, but yeah.
I do have one from Will to use for next week. He did post that, and it's really disturbing. I'm excited to use it, but I didn't want to. Since it's longer, I wanted to at least look and sound okay from a proper sharing thing. So anyway, we do have obviously a bit of a skeleton crew tonight. So what we figured we'd do is we could bring on one of our favorite peoples in the vaping communities. Broadcast.
Unmute yourself, boy.
Oh, hello.
It's Mr. J. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
All right. Thank you for filling in the kind of last minute there.
My pleasure.
We were discussing a bit of a wardrobe collision post before the show started. We got Fu here, rocking the crew.
We're just modeling the Kanye collection.
And then Jay.
The Kanye V would be down here.
Yes, he would definitely be down there.
This is my undershirt from work.
I'm like Kanye for upper middle class whites. That's all. No biggie.
You mean Tom from accounting?
Yeah, basically.
or Brady. What's his name? Wayne Brady.
Yes.
The Wayne Brady version.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. So Slancheva, I don't know if I said that already. So if you remember last week, I was indeed on the road. I was in Boston, and I had so for my job over the last many years, I flew for a living for a long time. So I've got like butt in seat, like just short of 1 million miles on American. I had the worst flights out and back this week than I have ever had. Hands down, terrible experience. It was the pits for many reasons. The delays and the non-functioning equipments and being routed to cities that I didn't want to fly to in order to get home. And it was just a clusterfuck of a week as far as like the commute went. And I have my first piece of like big news is a bad piece of news. Somebody in my hotel room has walked off with my billet box. Not happy about that.
Yikes.
Yeah, and to be perfectly frank and clear, I don't even care about the billet box. I would have handed them the billet box and high-fived them when I took it, or when they took it from me. But it had within it a freaking Exoset, which is hands down, in my opinion, the best billet box atomizer, and they don't make them anymore. I was really irritated. I may have said a few swear words when it came down, and I realized what had happened. So I called the guys up from the hotel when I realized that I hadn't seen it all day. You know, it was just not in my bag. And I called the guys up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we log it on this website, the lost and found items, and if they find it, they'll like contact you if you would like create a report."
Who the fuck was at the desk? Spicoli?
Yeah, I guess.
Hotel.
He might as well have been. It was a nice Hilton hotel. It was a DoubleTree. I was trying to think of what it was. Anyway, so so I did. No, they didn't come back. They closed the ticket after a couple of days and said, no, we can't find it. Like, oh, okay. I somehow it teleported from my pocket, like it went into my pocket and then just fell out on the elevator. Yeah, I'm sure that happened.
Yikes.
So a bit of a bummer of a vape week. I'm kind of irritated about it, actually, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, absolutely, Duro. That, like I said, if I knew that it was going to be stolen, I literally would have handed them the mod, which costs far more money. Would have just handed it to them. Just give me the fucking atomizer. That's all I care about. You can even have it.
Keep your money. Just give me the baby.
Give me the baby.
I'm totally paranoid about hotel rooms. I don't even let them clean when I'm staying there.
No.
If it's like longer than 4 or 5 days, then like I'll batten down the hatches. I put stuff in the safe if there is one. Like I don't screw around.
No, the do not disturb thing stays on my thing or my door handle the whole week. Nobody came in, as far as I know, during my stay. But in fact, they left clean linens and stuff outside my door the first night, which is nice. But afterwards, apparently, they were cleaning and decided to pocket that shit.
Thinks he's going to sue them for pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Losing the Exocet.
It's not a replaceable item.
Right.
No, you should put in the notes, fucking British Addy makers.
Wait, to be fair, I think they're Irish.
Same thing.
You just like created a blood vendetta.
Yeah. The British contingent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are they even around?
Right.
anymore?
You pissed both of them off equally just there.
Yeah. You know what the funniest thing is? Ski's not in chat. I don't think he is.
This is going to be clipped on the Ideal Ohm show, and we're going to start a jihad with the UK right now.
Hey, man, it's good PR. For
Hi,
us,
guys. Kisses to James.
Wait, who?
Robert says he sets booby traps for hotel staff. That's probably true.
Booty traps?
Oh, Festy said they were working on rigging the exit to do the air conditioning for the room you're in. That's true. One of them did come in, not under my watch, to fix my air conditioning, which, by the way, was never fixed. That was only one of the other problems in this trip. This trip sucked balls. It sucked. It was so bad.
What, did they send a modder to fix your air conditioning?
Yeah, yes. Goss rolls up. Just like, I'll make it work.
I'm going to light a grenade in my hand.
Yeah.
And at the end of the thing, just like a Duke, it didn't work. It was still broken. We love you guys. You'll never see this. So that's okay.
Hey.
So yeah. So I'm kind of bummed. This is the short version of it. I did get back finally to my place of residence, and this week, or this weekend rather, I still have stuff to catch up with and whatever. So I've had a bit of a crappy list of things to talk about. In fact, one of the bullets here is I lost my fucking Exobox. Billet box Exocet is in my notes. That's the only thing I wrote down here. But
William says, walk around the room in high heels and a shorty robe for cleaning staff on day one. They won't bother you the rest of your stay.
Mm-hmm. That's how you establish dominance.
That's right.
Right?
I'm the baddest bitch in the hotel.
Dean! Oh, I looked rough at the end of the show. Thank you, Dean.
Snaps.
Yeah, thank you. I do appreciate that. And that was before my trip home. It was a tough week. Tough week. Yeah, Centura, what a downer. Yeah, I agree. The upside is I do have, and it's out on it's being lent at the moment. I do have another billet box and another Exocet, so I may have to recall that loan and get me back up and running, and then start looking for another damn Exocet.
Yeah, put that shit in the safety deposit box, B. You need to get buried with that in your sarcophagus. You better watch out. Another one.
Yeah, I swear. I mean, like I said, part of it was probably my fault because I left it. I normally carry all of my mods and stuff. They come with me in my backpack, and I think it just must have stayed on the dresser or something because it was there when I was there. In fact, I'm pretty sure I had it on the show. Pretty sure it was on the show. Anyway.
We did have it, I'm pretty sure, on the show.
Whoa, what was that?
I dropped my Soren on my keyboard.
You dropped your Swarren. Well, that thing, I think we talked about this before. That thing's surprisingly sturdy for a little bitty tiny guy.
It's dense. I mean, it's got a weight to it, but it's a coin pocket mod, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's got a little gravity into it, even though it's small. Got a lot of gravity. Looking for my other thing to talk about. Where'd it go? Where did it go?
I'm like a little like extra tired because this fucking weather, man.
Dude, it is the worst.
It's merciless right now.
I did not even leave my house yesterday at all.
So this last week, one of the very few highlights of this last week, I was in Boston, which isn't too far from you guys. It was gorgeous. It was like 75 and clear, like all week.
Well, last week was nice. Last week was nice. Last week actually had some days that were just like,
it didn't get hot until the weekend.
We're just beautiful. But this week, it got really hot over the weekend, and then it's just been shite.
Yeah.
Ever since.
I saw something about a heat dome that's over the U.S. right now.
Yeah. We're under the dome.
That's too bad. We've been under the dome all year.
Yeah, you live under the fucking dome. Regular. The problem with the Northeast, in particular, Long Island, where I'm at an IR, is that when it gets hot like that, it's never dry. It's a swamp. It's just like you're peeling your junk off your leg at 5 minutes after you step outside. It's painful.
Friday,
man.
Surprisingly, was like a 91-degree day. It was Friday or Saturday.
Saturday.
But it was only 30% humidity.
Yeah, like it was tolerable, but it was fucking hot.
Like I walked home and I sweated a good bit, but I wasn't like, fucking.
It actually wicks the sweat off of you instead of like applying more wet.
I wasn't raining. I was not raining. I was just like, I didn't like squeegee off and like fucking run off my hand. I was like, wow.
I just need to carry around a chatto pad with you.
And then that was that. And then all bets were off like today. Fuck. Terrible.
Yeah, it's one of those days you got to carry around a spatula with you, right, to pry the junk off your leg.
You need the fucking Gold Bond, my dude.
Yes. Yeah, or
just don't leave the fucking house.
I had to go to work, mister.
Nah. Did that shit. Work from home.
Telecommute.
And the thing is, I don't have air conditioning in my house, so I should go to work.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's the other thing that you Northeasters do that's weird to me. I just can't even understand.
No, dude, I'm a minority.
Wait.
We just leave the fridge open.
Yeah.
Put your head in the freezer for a minute.
Yeah. No, but like
go
not
to
having
bed
central air in a house is pretty common. I mean,
go to bed with a fucking tube of orange juice concentrate. Frozen. Keep it cool.
Between your legs.
Tucked between the nethers.
This is the first time in my life I've ever had central air. We didn't even turn it on the first summer we got in here. We were like really just kind of like we approached it like weirdly. Like, what is this strange massive beast?
Yeah, like a stick.
Yeah, exactly. We were like, and then the next year we had it on like a little bit. And this year we have a new occupant in the house, so we're keeping the house like climate controlled as hell.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, the shit run.
It's because it's 2018.
Yeah, it's just been running 1990. It's just been running. I think that air conditioning unit was installed in 1990. That shit's been running 24/7, and you can hear it running pretty much constantly through the night here. That's how hot it is, and we're not even. It's like 72. We have it set to. It's not even that crazy.
Yeah, so it's not like you got it as a refrigerator.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like sticking their head in the freezer, though?
That's why Masty likes going to work. Man.
What, server rooms or?
No, he does.
Sticking your head in the freezer is far different from coming out with hard nipples.
He tests ice cream for Ben and Jerry's. Remember?
Oh, that's right. I forgot he got that upgrade. That's good. Yeah,
it is good. I do have some vape-related news to talk about that I did pull up earlier, and part of it is good news. So I will share so you can see from Reddito. Stefan Didak, who has been on the show many times, posted that the mass flavor ban was pulled.
It's pretty dank.
Yeah, how do you like that? That's pretty cool shit. I was up there and got to talking to one of my Uber dudes as he was driving me around, and because he saw my camera went weird. There we go. So he saw my mod as I was getting into the car. Noah wasn't vaping out his Uber, but it was still in my hand. I got in and he asked me about it. So I was like, okay, sure, I shifted my mood from irritated traveler. I'm like, all right, we'll try to help somebody, right? He was talking about his mom and his girl that both smoked, and he's been trying to figure out how to help them. And he said, I quit cold turkey, 20 years ago or something, and they can't do it. I'm like, oh, here you go. Here's CASA.org, because he was concerned about all the stuff that he sees in the news, which is obviously a bummer for those of us who are advocates
in the vape game.
Yeah. And so I was like, all right, I said, just approach that whole thing, read it, and then stamp it with bullshit in your head. And here's some real science for you. So I gave him some links, and hopefully that helps out for him. I hope that goes well, buddy. Yeah, you'll never see this, I know, but I do wish him well. So that's really cool. So I know the New York is still tenuous, isn't it?
Go back to the front page of Reddit, though, on ECR, and look at his new post. I think it's him. So for what happened in New Jersey. So take a dose of the good with a dose of the bad.
Little shit sandwich.
Little.
Did I completely miss this today? I probably did. I mean,
I don't see
established
on the front.
Let me find it for you. They established a tax in New Jersey.
10%, 10 cents a mil.
10 cents a milliliter.
10 cents a milliliter?
Yep.
Woo.
Like rip in peace to New Jersey retailers.
Yeah. That's scary. I didn't know that went through. I mean, all these things, they always threaten these things, and it seems like most of the time
I put it in the main chat.
They're booted out.
Remove any web address and try again.
Yeah, post it. You're not a mod. I think post it here in the side chat. No.
Bam.
Boom.
I can't get mod. Shit, I see how it is.
Wait. So
I've only been here since episode number 2. It's cool. I get it.
Here's
I'm Jewish. I know. We know.
That's why, really.
The top comment from the article is actually, so it says the tax will disproportionately benefit the makers of pod-based systems and kick shop owners who sell 100 ml bottles in the teeth. The tax is not passed. I'm involved in the advocacy for New Jersey and can tell you that we secured a 90-day, I'm assuming, extension period from Wednesday, June 25th. There will be a tax in New Jersey. There's no escaping it. What the tax will be, with any luck, will be nothing in the ballpark of 10 cents a mil. It's also noteworthy to mention that this is a floor tax. Not only will the tax be applied when shop owners purchase new bottles for their stock, but they'll also be on the line for every single bottle they currently have in stock if it went live.
So
that would spell a disaster for most shops.
Yeah, when a shop owner has thousands of bottles, and I mean, fuck, how many? That's a lot. That's a lot of, and they would be due when it goes into effect. So maybe they're starting with a really hardline bargaining point of 10 cents a milliliter. It needs to be, that's really just brutal. I mean, a 60 ml bottle is going to run you an extra, not $6, right? $6.
Yeah, $6.
6.
Yeah. 10%.
That's a lot. I mean, it's going to eat into shops. People are going to get. Not only that, they're going to have to pay up front all of that. Oh.
Yeah. And as anybody that is even peripherally involved in that whole thing, I mean, it's the e-liquid part is one of the few margins that they've got to work with in a shop, and they're pretty strict about it for good reason, because that is, again, the spot that they're making money on more than anything else.
Dean, is that half a cent per milliliter or 5 cents per milliliter?
I think that's 5 cents.
Like half a cent sounds reasonable to me. 5 cents per milliliter is like.
That's wishful thinking, though.
Your 0.05 is with no unit.
Right. That's why I'm like. My wife is really good at pointing those out. She sees that shit and she's like, "What is that?" She's like, they mean to say 1 penny, but they say like 0.1 cents.
Yeah, $0.1. Yeah.
He's like, it's terrible. high school teachers.
Oh, he clarified 5 cents.
So that's what I figured.
Yeah.
My quick maths is, usually pretty good.
So in the floor tax situation, that means they're only paying when they take on stock and not when they sell to customers. Ostensibly, they could pass that along to a customer, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's within their, and a shop will choose whether or not to do that. But that means that like only when they're buying stuff, so they don't then have to charge again to the customer.
Right.
For maybe they can split it with the customer and find a way to do that. I don't know. Yeah, $3 for 60 mil. That's fucked up. I mean, that's not the end of the world, but, and I mean, what is this average 60 mil, like around $20 these days, 20, 25?
Yeah.
Or 60 mil in most places.
It's not like those 40% on wholesale shit that you've seen bandied about in some states.
PA, I think, had 40 or 50% wholesale tax or some bullshit.
Well, California does something like that, but, and I don't want to get into too much detail because I don't know what I actually can talk about insofar as like my company practices are, but I know that there's a way to calculate it, that it isn't like when you see 40%, it's not like necessarily on the entire thing, and then at what price point, and then how does it relate? Like where in the line are you paying the tax?
Right.
And so there's something to that when I saw the numbers, we eat the California tax. Bombies and Bigglesworth eats the California tax, so our customers never saw a change when the California tax was implemented. And so that means, I know, like, to some extent, yeah, it's a shitty tax, and it is a percentage, and it's a high percentage, but it doesn't like kill us. Yeah. And I don't really know enough to like get into the details behind it, but it's not like super brutal, but it does, it is something.
Yeah, no, Will's talking about border states are going to make a bank, and that's true, right? And it makes sense that he'd be talking about that, right? Where he lives, there's states very close so that you could just like jump over the border real quick and buy something.
It's been like that with booze forever too. We would always drive, when I lived in upstate, we would always drive to Connecticut because booze and cigarettes were always cheaper in Connecticut, 15 minutes away. It's nothing.
Right. And then the state, what do they get?
What about Native American reservations?
Yep. I said that in Chad, right? I missed the reservation runs.
Yeah. I used to do that shit all the time. I'd buy cartons of Seneca Reds. They were like particle board. Oh my God, I smoked so many of those awful cigarettes.
I remember those.
I remember an ex-girlfriend of mine had gone to Ireland on a school trip, and she brought me back a carton of like these cheap menthol cigarettes. They were the lightest things I'd ever smoked. Like I smoked a pack in a matter of hours. Like it was like smoking air like, with just like a little bit of menthol.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like probably the most watered down cigarettes I ever had.
What are these pussy ass Europeans doing? Rick, I'm in Long Island. Just like Ahmed. We're about an hour away from each other. But he's this close in my heart. Hello.
I've never, and I just saw this. This is something I had prepared to talk about. I had never thought about this, but this is a really good idea. Those kind of life hacks things. The little micro USB dust ports for phones. Yeah. Throw that in your mod.
Yeah, it's genius.
Yeah. I mean, because most of those ones the mods that do come with them, some of them are loose, and like it's just something you have to keep up with, and you're going to lose those things. Mm-hmm. What a good idea! Meh.
Like a Fast Tech Digest thing.
Yeah, that's right. Rip in peace.
Sorry, that's the Fast Tech Style Digest now.
Yeah.
What up to my man Dong Magnum and Magnum Style Dong? Dynamic duo.
Which is one of my favorite follow-up decks on Reddit. I love Magnum Style Dog.
It's a solid meme. It's very solid. I'm a sponsor of the Fast Tech Digest. Everybody go to fasttechdigest.com. Fasttechstyledigest.com.
Yeah,
I'm going to find it, and then I would put it in the chat, but I can't.
Because you're not big time.
I'm not. Here you go. I found it. Repping that is currently sponsored by Bigglesworth Labs. Use code DONG for 10% off at checkout. Just shameless plug right there.
I'll put it in chat.
That's fine. As long as you take your shoes off out the door, you can plug away.
Right. Speaking of side chat, J-Chick side chat.
Yeah, I'm looking.
All right. Yeah. So there's that. I do have a couple interesting things to just like using things, sort of longer term tests. I have been using my Haku Vena for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, like straight. Been thoroughly enjoying it, and just recently put my my Narc Hub back in, and it's really funny now after having used this for a really long time and then used that for weeks, and then coming back to the CA, finding out how subtle the differences are and how certain things matter more to me, but it might not matter as much to somebody else. These just like little tiny things, right? Because I really do, and I said it when I got the Vena and used it for a while, that I really love the way the thing performs. It's really good, especially for a more savory vape like I tend to like. And then coming back to the CA now, and finding out the little things that little niggles that I didn't like about the CA and little niggles that I don't like about the Vena, and kind of putting those things together. And it's one of the things that's killing me is the fact that I've still just got my one mod, so I'm only running one atomizer at a time. So I have to kind of do these tests kind of sequentially, but yeah, it's weird. But the short things to boil it down in case anybody is interested in it. One of the things that I love about the CA, that in one of the very few places that the Vena falls short, in my opinion, is when you put the top cap on the CA, it snaps, no problem, and then it snaps in place, and then you can just toggle back and forth between fully closed and fully open. And then, of course, you can put it somewhere in between or whatever. But when you have taken off your cap to do whatever inspection and mess with your wicks or whatever you're doing, just to make sure everything's all happy, like I do all the time, you throw it back on. I kind of turn it clockwise until it falls down. The keys fall down into the little slots, and then back it up, and it's done. It's wide open. It's exactly where I want it. Finished. And one of the very few things again that I don't like about the Vena is it also snaps on really well, and you can do the same thing to get it locked into place. Maybe not quite as smooth as a CA, but it's really good. But when you back it up, it backs up too far, and it actually blocks some of the airflow. So it goes from wide open to, it goes from fully closed to wide open to when you go to the stop, it's like half closed. It's really annoying because I take my top cap off all the time. So when I put it down and open it all the way up, it's not open all the way, but you have to bump it back a little bit to kind of get it back to full. Oh, it's really frustrating. I think the most frustrating part is the fact that that's one of the few things that I can find wrong with this thing. And I haven't had time because of my schedule. I have not had time to shoot a full-fledged review on this, which I need to do. But that one thing, it's one of those things. It's just that tiny little thing that'll make you like, damn it, make a little swear.
Make it look like you're trying to squeeze that little last bit of turd.
That little last bit of turd. But it did remind me that I want to take one of my new Omen caps or tips off and put it.
Yo, man's hot.
Hey, we haven't talked about what we're vaping on yet. Hey, Foo, what you vaping on? Wait, we've been doing the show for 40 minutes or 50 minutes or something.
No, I'm saying man's hot.
Man's hot. Yeah, I bet you are.
It's 50 minutes from 9 o'clock. You ain't doing no show for no 50 minutes. You better check yourself.
That's probably true. My maths, my quick maths failed me. Because you're right. It was definitely like 14 after 4 stars.
Yeah.
I have some rail cracker in an Arda with cotton that needed to be changed like 3 days ago. Yeah. And I got dung fluid in the Sorin.
I got a bottle of that.
That 30 milligram, or he made you like
30 milligram.
Yeah, you need to get yourself.
I've just been doming it, just straight up. Just
don't do that. No,
it's good.
I licked some off my finger when I was refilling it. And I was like, that was a bad idea.
It's very spicy.
I mean, it came from a spicy meme word, so
Oh shit! Look who's in chat. It's Eric the Saint.
Of course, he shows up when Matt's not on.
Lobotomy Sarge.
Lobotomy Sarge.
Should we pull him in here?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll work on that. You finish your stuff. Fu.
Yeah, downfloat's good. I'm almost out of it. I have like, I mean, the thing is, when I say I'm almost out of it, I mean I probably have like another week's worth left. At most, I'll go through the 2 mils a day at most. So,
Like, yeah. Well, and that out of that thing, it makes sense.
Yeah, at most, and that's the thing. I haven't gone through an entire pod in a day in a while. So,
all right.
Yeah, I think I maybe go through one. Probably go through half of it in a day usually. Today, yeah, I'd say I'm about a little over halfway through this one.
Is that it? All done?
Yeah, what are you vaping on?
I have got, as usual, my Limelight Freehand Bloom. On top of there is this week is a change of pace. Got the Narca in it. Of course, there's Railcracker in there. My fucking billet box is gone that had my my abolishment in it, so I need to build something else up. Probably would have something to do with that tank. I imagine is what's going to happen. The Squape E motion, but nothing at the moment. That's not true. I am vaping abolishment, but I can't tell you what it's out of. Ooh, here's a little dangly secret there for you. So that's what I got going on. That's about it. And by the way, everybody, welcome Eric.
Ron Perlman, the Saint.
Why is my voice not coming through? What the
There
fuck?
you go.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that works.
What's up,
Yeah.
bro?
What's up, guy? You know what I'm vaping on tonight?
Yeah, what do you?
Oh.
Oh, hold on, let me click on.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. And not a Titan, because fuck Titan.
What? What? How are you not vaping on the Titan?
Fuck Titan with the product placement on the
Yo,
hat.
never get high on your own supply. This man knows the rules.
Yeah.
Do you see how his hat is tilted? This man knows the 10 crack commandments. Believe that. Believe that.
Of course. I gotta keep it tight, you know? Can't keep pressing my shit on everybody all the time, you know?
Did you posted that video the other day?
Can't keep pressing my shit on everybody all the
It was
time.
like you're rolling around when you were being shot from low, so your head, bro, looked like it was like this big. It was awesome. Oh man, I love you. Just to catch everybody up, in case you've been living under a rock, this man, his name is Eric, and he makes Titans with he's the guy that does all the work after Masty, does the little thing.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, he does this.
After Mass puts the mods through the lawnmower.
Yeah. I'll flex him up, and that's what I'm always wondering why there's fucking grass cuttings in my box. Rick, come on, man.
You're getting a chancla on the next box.
Yep.
For that comment.
Just long range. Open the box.
If you clap out of the box and hit you in the forehead.
Gonna have his mom's store up a hit. Store it right in there. I think that's how that works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually.
Well, so I did post a video earlier in the afternoon in our group, letting you know that we did have a guest that's coming on, and it wasn't Eric, but I'm glad he's here. The guest is Jay, that's here, and he's the one who has something very exciting to talk about. And unfortunately, I wish our old Hangout toolbox worked and we'd do some drum rolls.
He's
there.
Oh, shit.
No.
So I guess I should talk about what I'm vaping on.
Yes.
I am vaping on Snowdrift. If anybody hasn't seen this and anyone's a smoke butt boy like I am, the TFV8, I really like the TFV8. It's pretty much all I vape on, and this is the Rig TFV8. I've had it for a little while, and it has it's not like bigger airflow than the standard TV8, but it's like differenter. It's better machined. The ring down here, this is a complete separate piece. So when you disassemble it, the ring comes off, and it is really it's very smooth and it locks on either side, and it's only got the 2 holes. So that's really cool.
Hard stops are good.
Yeah, hard stops are really good. And it also it's how you screw it on. So you can hard stop it and then screw it on rather than worrying about any of the assembly. And the top, which this may be a feature you like or you don't like. I happen to like it. It is a complete screw off top, but it's a lot more substantial than the top on the TFV8 or any of the TFVs, which can get like a little loose. It's well machined. It's like pretty buttery and it's heavy. And it is like, this is like the stock tip that it comes with. And it's like when you're refilling it, it's not hard to I just do this. I don't know how it looks silly as hell, but that's what I do. And I really like it. And the airflow is, I mean, I don't know, the vape quality out of it is just for this tank form factor, my favorite. And they last a long time.
Will just brought up the thing that I was about to ask you about, actually. He just broke the pressure shield here.
Yeah, he's right. But it's not actually flooded. I mean, I'm vaping a 2080 liquid. I don't know if that matters very much, but it's like there's a little bit more juice in that hit, but it doesn't like fly. I'd have to leave it open.
Vaping at 100 watts, there's no such thing as a flood.
Yeah, I vape the Q4 is the only coil I like out of these. All the other ones are pretty much garbage. Basically, the single chimney, you can have as many fucking coils as you want, but as long as it's a single chimney, multiple chimneys is multiple points of failure. One of those goes bad and the whole coil sucks.
Is that one of the engines?
Is that, I don't know.
The engines.
I don't know. All I know is it's the rig TFV8. So it's made by the guys, I think, who make the rig or in partnership with them. The original coil that I got with it, the Q4 coil I got with it, had the little rig insignia. So maybe they had some made specially for them. It's got like like a big fucking Kraken octopus on the box. It looks nice. I got it at
yeah, it looks nice.
It does. No, the box is like attractive. Actually, yeah. Here,
okay. All right.
Oh, actually, I have it right here. Yeah, let's see. This is the rig mod, the tanker. So doing some free advertising right now for my boy Ryan. Rig mod, the tanker. You see, it's got the Kraken and all that shit, and it's a nice box.
That looks like the fisherman's wife.
Yeah.
that classic old trope.
It's like wow, the tanker. I don't know, whatever. It's the rig TFV8, and it is as a TFV8. TFV4 fanboy, I like it a lot, and it's been hard to go back to the regular TFV8. Something about the airflow is better. Something about the build quality is better. It doesn't flood. So if you're a smoke person,
smack.
Well, you're basically refining the vape from the stock tank, essentially, right?
That's right. And it takes stock coils. And the good thing about these Q4 coils is I don't like to rebuild. I don't like to wick anymore. It's not my thing. And one of these coils will usually last about 2 weeks, which is like a long time, in my opinion, and have like really good quality. It's not like a steady diminishing. It's like the first few days are like brilliant. And then after that, it's just great. It's like pretty happy. And then even if you like get a little burnt taste, if you like hold it a little too long, it'll usually compensate and it'll start wicking but well again and not be an issue for at least another day or two. So just, done all my shilling on some random Chinese shit that I don't fucking, it's all I use and I do like it quite a lot. And I've got Snowdrift in there. So yeah, getting high on my own supply, I guess. And then in the dog mods, Big Bully V2, Project 2501, Laughing Man edition, and then DNA 250. And then over here I've got my other daily driver, the Relo DNA 250 replaced Chippy guy, also a Dog Mods creation, with whatever the hell this Dot Mod guy is. Another thing I got at a convention a while back.
Yeah.
It's one of these guys. Let's see. It's a pretty nice tank. It's one of these guys. It's got like the single screw for both sides of it.
Oh, what the fuck is that dripper called? I forget.
You can swap it out with a squonk, and the squonk pin goes up over the top and like replaces the screw, and is like your juice comes over the top rather than soaking up from the bottom.
So you make it a fondue fountain?
Right, exactly. Just fill it with nacho cheese.
No, you put fucking Nutella in your bottle. You're like, oh, like Homer Simpson.
Oh my God. And then it's got a cool little dude that like turns. It's got like an inner ring with just 2 little airflowy guys for it. And it's got nice, pretty decent airflow. I've never actually used it as a squonker. I got it with this Squonk box from Dotmod. That was pretty cool. I've never filled this bottle because TBH squonking is more annoying for me than like regular vaping. I know it's dumb, but it is. Eat Me, Ideal Ohm Show, Part 2. And in this, I am also vaping Rail Cracker, but it's my new and returned
Don't you motherfuckers know to use
Rail Cracker.
There you go.
Dun dun dun.
Derailment Vape Co. V2 is being released very soon.
Hooray!
We did it, boys. Pop the champagne.
Old J. I'm a lazy fuck. I can't
Take
do
him
that.
to church. Will just like orgasm 16 times. He's fucking sitting in the FEMA tent, like with his computer, just the walls covered in ectoplasm. He's fucking, you got it, buddy. I'm here for you. A small donation of shekels and it can be yours.
So I have been telling people that have been asking me for Railcracker ever since it fell off of the Titan site. People are like, we're gonna get it, and they're like, you son of a bitch, you've always got like fucking half liter sitting around.
Yeah, so get big time. If you're big time, you get Rail Crackers. If you're not
That
big time,
easy.
then
Just don't be not big time.
Yeah.
Just don't be not big time. That's
Rate
the-
up parts
rule number 2.
1 and 2.
That's rule number 2. Come on, keep
Rule
up.
number 1 and 2, then you can get your Rail Cracker.
So I've been buying directly from the source for a long time, and I tried to get it working in one way, and that sort of fell through. It didn't work, and that took months. And then going to find out, Mr. J has peepers open. So you wanna tell them the story?
I had heard tell a long time ago there was a ginger hype beast farming only the purest ginger graham cracker deliciousness in the cornfields of southern New Jersey. So I took a pilgrimage to the promised land, found the hype beast in his native habitat, praying to a shrine of Kid Cudi and Wavy Kanye, and I sought his wisdom. He turned to me and he said, "Skirt," and ran away.
That's about right.
Real talk. Yeah, we've been working on this pretty hard for the past while. I organized with Zach. He and I had a conversation one night, and I said, "Let's bring back the cracker. Let's bring it back." And so I went out to visit him and spent some time with him. I studied him in his natural habitat, literally. Was
it pretty?
It was dope. He's got a good record collection. I literally like wanted to understand how he does what he does from the inside out. I put a microscope to his ass. Found it all. I counted each freckle,
and it was really white.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is I'm pretty sure he mixes like my grandmother used to cook.
Yeah, that's exactly
like,
right.
You know, some of that shit, some of this shit. Oh, she didn't say shit.
I did my absolute best to capture that magic. You know, it's a little bit like studying like quantum relativity, like observing the system changes the system. So I had to like create the most perfect conditions I could and like stand behind him like in camouflage, like writing down everything that was happening.
Replay the Kid Cudi records backwards.
Yeah, exactly. For the secret code.
Yes.
I know. That's how you got the recipe.
Right. And so
it wasn't right at first. Because the first round you sent me was not right.
No, we had a whole bunch of issues, and it's been me in the lab going back and forth. Bombies is producing this, the same people who make my Bigglesworth line. And I live in New York, there in California, and we had a bunch of back and forth, but we've finally ironed out all the details. And I had something happen in my life which kind of got in the middle of me doing any of these projects, which is my wife and I had a baby girl in March.
Hooray!
My first. So like everything kind of went on hold. It was already like we were getting really close by then, but I've just been dead to the world for like 2 months easily, just taking care of this little ball of hate every day.
And so everybody that messages me, and I'm always like, it's coming, but I can't disturb him yet. He needs some time.
Oh my God. We're finally like in a chill zone. And like things are stabilizing for the most part. It's still taking up a lot of my time, but I was able to devote some time to getting us across the finish line. I will put the site's not up yet, but I will put the URL. It's going to be in chat, and it should be up in the next 2 weeks. Josh, okay, so people are asking about Baboose and all that stuff. So we're going to launch with Railcracker first, and it's just going to be Railcracker to start. And then over like shortly thereafter, we're going to be releasing the other flavors one by one. Zach and I are working on getting the recipes like set in stone and everything organized how he had it before we go any further. I really wanted to nail down the base recipe as much as possible and get the infrastructure up.
Yeah.
So probably I'm hoping that before the fall we should have the rest of the flavors out, because we've done kind of the big effort now. And I may actually just fly to California and try to bang it out in a weekend and get it all done with them, rather than do this back and forth East Coast, West Coast thing. Yeah, just, you know, take the ride off for Houston Miles and get myself to Maz. Just get it sorted.
No, and in case anybody tried the original recipe from the original source, as Jay has been kind enough to send me betas over this time, and we've kind of worked out where things tasted right, where things didn't taste right. I really do feel like he's got it. I think he's got it. So I'm pretty confident that if you've had it before, you're gonna like it when it comes out of this one.
I'm vaping it right now, and I also feel like I've got it. Like it was a effort to get there. I hope all you fuckers appreciate it. It was quite an effort to get there, and we finally did. So, yeah. Inshallah.
That is a correct use.
Eric, I'd also like to send you some pretty soon. Probably get you in before the official launch.
That would be nice.
So the squad can
that would be great.
Get a sample of it. I was thinking about maybe do some business. I was thinking about doing something. This is another thing to mention. Another shameless plug. We are currently doing our July 4th sale. Nothing special. We're doing 20% off at bigglesworthlabs.com, but we are giving away a 60 mil of Railcracker with every order. So if you can't wait a couple of weeks to order directly and just get the Railcracker, you can always, buy at the very least $8 30 mil from me and get yourself a free 60 mil Railcracker at the same time.
60 mil Railcracker, I get another 60 mil Railcracker.
You can't buy the Railcracker right now, Ahmed. Calm down.
It's going to be and just to make it clear, it's not going to be on Bigglesworth Labs.
No, it's not. No. You have to buy other shit on Bigglesworth Labs. Yeah. You have to give me shekels for other things, and then
when it goes live. So
yeah,
two product lines.
When it goes live, it's going to have its own site. Angsty put it in chat. It's derailmentvape.co, because Derailment Vape Co. But I also registered like 5 other domains that like are derailmentvapeco.com, and like whatever the fuck you put in, it's gonna get redirected. Don't worry, you will find your way to me. via the magic of the inner tubes.
So if you do want a little sneak preview, like Jay said, you can get the 20% off. Is it just site wide, or is there a coupon code for your 4th sale?
It is independent, but that's on the banner on the site. And maybe Ahmed can tell everyone what his favorite Bigglesworth Labs flavors are.
Valentine.
Yeah, definitely.
Valentine, Snowdrift.
Yeah. For summer flavors, Valentine, Snowdrift are good choices right now. Keep it. Snowdrift is cool and earthy. Valentine's chocolate mint, and maybe Amity's another good choice. And then in the fall, I'd go with like an Amalfi or, Prairie. Yep. Will knows the deal. So anyway, yeah, bigglesworthlabs.com. Buy my shit, get free Railcracker. What up?
Get it, bitches.
Yeah.
And listen up, because I'm about to out. fucking jump on that shit.
Yeah. And then as far as price is something I should probably mention. I think we're going to do 60 mils and 120 mils, and I'm pretty sure our 120s are going to be $20. Don't hold me to that 100%. It's going to be around that if it's not that exactly. There's some math to work out on the back end, but I'm pretty sure it's going to land right around $20 a 120 mil. And of course, there will be some permanent coupon codes from FamLam.
Yeah. And Rob just said that he said my favorite Bigglesworth Labs, which is Homeward.
Yeah, Homeward. Now, so that's something interesting. Maybe Angsty can make a recommendation for Bigglesworth Labs right now.
I can. So I like Homeward personally. I think that was really good. I mean, I think it was, what was the other one that I liked? I think it was Amity.
Yeah,
I think it was Amity. That's the other one I liked. That was good too. But I do like Homeward quite a bit because it's baked apples and cinnamon. And when I was running short on my own supply of Rail Cracker on the last time that we met up, I decided to try to stretch it a little bit, and because I started thinking like, man, Homeward and Rail Cracker, you got baked apples and cinnamon and graham cracker like crust. I was like, So I started mixing them together, and it's really good. So I call it Home Cracker. I don't know that you're gonna actually be able to buy it like that, but you should totally try it if you get some.
No, we won't mix it for you, but you can just order a bottle of Homeward and get a bottle of free Rail Cracker with it and see what Anksty's talking about. I haven't tried it myself. It was quite good.
It's like what I told people with the pissed and limeade and a bedding, limeade and a pissin.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I think your sale's live now, isn't it? The fourth sale?
Yeah, it's live until Friday, so no rush.
But that's going to get you the Rail Cracker, right? If you order now?
It'll get you the Rail Cracker if you order now.
Yep, there you go. So that answers a couple questions in chat.
Little cracker on the prairie. Nice, Will. Nice.
So that's the thing. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I've been waiting for like a year.
Thank you for all your help, by the way. Everyone does owe a debt of gratitude to Angsty. He and Chucky Finster himself, the legendary Graham Man himself, were my two.
On the prairie.
A little cracker on the prairie.
He is a prairie fan.
Yeah, he is. It's true. He and Angsty were integral in this process, and were like with me every step of the way. And I was using them as like my primary testing body to give me detailed and honest feedback, and they really did. So, I mean, they both have a pretty vested interest in seeing this project to completion.
For sure. For sure. So, I want Jay's shipping time is what I want.
Yeah. It's true. No, it's true. We'll ship same day. No problem. They should be ready to go.
In case anybody doesn't know, by the way, so Rail Cracker's profile in general, to me, is like
maybe worth mentioning.
What's that?
It might be worth mentioning. I realize we haven't even said like what the hell Rail Cracker is. We just assume the audience knows.
And I haven't talked about it in much detail in the last year because you couldn't buy it, right? So I didn't want to be a dick and say, "Oh, look at this."
No, you can't have it.
So to me, it tastes like think about the base is a graham cracker. And to me, you've got some other things kind of mixed in there that kind of round it out and make it sort of delicious. Think maybe just a hint of like baked cinnamon. You get a little spice to it too, so it's almost like a what am I trying to think of? It's not clove. I'm thinking about
ginger.
Yeah, ginger. So it's almost somewhere between a graham cracker and a ginger snap and that kind of thing. But here's the key: is it's a bakery, but it's not very sweet. It's not super sweet. Which is that's how I can continue to vape it long term. Because if it was sweet, I wouldn't be able to do it. Most of the other things that I've tried that are good, I can't vape it for very long because it just gets too sweet, it's cloying to the palate, and I just get tired of it. There's also this other thing that it does, especially when it's fresh, that I really enjoy. Is it's got like that spicy hit. It's almost like a throat punch.
It's got that
in a good way though. It's really, really. Just right.
And as you let the bottle aerate more over time, that mellows out, and you wind up getting more of the bready, kind of Grammy aspect out of it.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
and it's also good at 30 watts, and it's really hot too.
I've got it at 100 and 0.2, and it's cranking like a.
And it's,
when I first got it, when Zach first gave me Rail Cracker and Boost, I was vaping it at $1.10 on some aliens. But I don't vape it like that anymore.
I mean, when you think about the fact that it was originally sold like with Titans, the high power aspect of it kind of just, and it's super thick. It's a thick girl.
Like Oprah's thighs.
Like 90s Oprah's thighs. It's like legit.
Wait, hold on.
God damn.
So John Miller said, or Muller said he's got 120 of Rail Crackers in a flask-shaped bottle. What do you mean, like this?
Yeah. Hang on to that. That's a collector's item. We're chubbies now.
I've got so I had to pack up all of my shit off of my desk because I had a young nephew coming to town. And then I was going to be on this work trip, right? So I had to like gather like all of my betas and all that shit that's all over my desk from this project.
That's what I just did. I have a whole fucking bag of them.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's a Vapid Art bag, I think, or maybe an Oakley bag, just to get it all together. So I'm glad it was here. Anyway, so that's where you can buy it. That's what it tastes like. It's fucking delicious, and you know that because I've been vaping it every day for years. Yeah, I think you guys are going to enjoy it. And definitely, since you are buying from Bigglesworth anyway, grab a little bottle of Homeward, mix that up in your Swamp bottle. And to me, I like it heavier Rail Cracker personally. Like,
I could,
like
you
60,
wanted
40, maybe 75, 25.
Homeward's a denser flavor in that regard. I could see it being more Rail Cracker heavy. It's like with my previous example, Limeade and a Piston. You want it to be about 70% pissed. Limeade is fucking sharp.
Yeah, Homeward I feel like has a spikier tail than Rail Cracker does. So at the appropriate amount, you'll just get it to kind of flow smoothly into
Rail
that.
Cracker's like it's like a sloth. It's just chill.
It's a sloth. Absolutely.
Sloth.
That isn't Chucky's spirit animal.
It's just, it's not like, there's a party in your mouth and everyone's invited. Like, it can kind of be like that, but it's like a very mellow, like, it doesn't overpower you. It's just like slow.
Yeah, fucking Chucky's spirit animal, actually, I correctly identified as Dwayne from a different world. Not kidding. I introduced him to that show, and he's like, where has this been all my life? This is who I am. I was like, yes, you are. Dwayne Wayne.
Dwayne Wayne.
Get him. He went and bought the Dwayne Wayne glasses that day. I am not kidding. Those flip-ups.
I do not doubt that in the
same
least.
Day. Love that, man.
That's hysterical. Hey, it's Garth Brooks. Welcome, Garth Brooks. So, besides the fact that you can now buy it, or at least buy a sample of it before the derailmentvape.co comes live in a couple of weeks, you said, Ish?
Yeah, about a couple of weeks. Probably, hopefully end of next week.
Yep. Thanks for catching them up.
Appreciate that.
I kept it pretty concise for once.
Yeah, that was good. So Girth, and that is to catch you back up. Even one additional piece of information is you're going to be able to buy it straight in a couple weeks. But
Girth, if you want to see the fancy new labeling and art and such, this is us now.
So good. Hold on, let me click on you. So
you may notice there's a little detail on the bottle that I kind of snuck in there. We'll see if you guys figure it out when they arrive. Or
I can't wait.
Screenshot this. Besides the Illuminati Jewish star that is on there, that you kind of just snuck that in. Subtle symbology.
Does the X-Files theme play when you want?
Yeah, exactly. As soon as you open it.
So, what are we gonna do with the thing? Did we decide we're just gonna rando or what?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys want to do for a? Give us some ideas in the chat. We're giving away some juice. We didn't exactly mention that. We're gonna give away 5 120 ml bottles
So here's my suggestion. Let's do 2 or 3 rando here, and let's do an MS Paint contest because we haven't fucking done that in forever.
Sounds good. And that way we can leave it open for people who might catch the video. We'll leave it open for the week, and
There you go.
sounds good.
There we go.
Except Duro, he's disqualified. Just kidding. Love you.
Let's see.
Deborah already said that it's not his profile, so.
I think he was talking about all the other shit I make because he's a hater.
Oh, yeah.
He probably is. He's ready for some derailment back in his life.
Yeah. So if you're watching and you haven't jumped in the chat, do jump in the chat, and we'll pull your name. We'll pull the names here in a minute and randomize them because I see people coming in and out. People coming in and out. What else did I have to talk about? And pulling up stuff. Don't think I've got anything else.
Yeah, I'm not going to do crucifixions without Nasty, man. Can't do it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be right without the flutes.
Right.
Are those flutes or is it different flutes? Which flutes are they?
My Heart Will Go On flutes.
Oh, where's my fucking recorder? I can play that shit. I've got no idea where my recorder is.
Dude,
thank God.
Fucked up. Oh, wait. And Will just brought up a good point. Can we confirm that Rail Cracker is only coming in plastic bottles?
Yes. No glass. Bigglesworth is staying in glass, at least for now. We have new labels on Bigglesworth too, so hey, enjoy that, everybody. But Rail Cracker will be 120s and 60s chubbies. I have a 120 or 60 around here somewhere. But the 120s are the clear.
They look kind of like this, or are they the chubby gorilla ones?
They're the clear plastic guys. Not too hard to squeeze with this tip. I don't know how people feel about tips, but that's the tip that's on this. It's okay.
Are they chubby gorillas?
A little.
I think so. Yeah, there's a monkey.
Yeah,
on the
that's
bottom
a
of this. Chubby gorilla. They're pet, these bottles. It's an okay flow. It's not as fast as I'm used to personally, but it works. Like
I always have to nip the tip.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that.
Are you making it in 12? Yeah, you are, right?
Yeah, everything that was available. So I should explain. Everything that was available for Rail Cracker before is available now. If it was ever sold by Derailment Vape Co., we will be selling it. And that's all flavors and all nicotine concentrations.
Yeah. Awesome. And yeah, if you do have a problem with the chubbies, the biggest thing for anybody that's doing, you can either grip the shit out of the side and turn, or you can try to palm. That usually doesn't work. But that first, in order to break that thing, sometimes that's the bitch.
The palming is the best method I've found.
Yeah. When it works, I've also had to take a channel locks to the thing. And get it.
If you've got fat mitts like I do, it's
yeah.
You know, the part of the baseball glove you don't want to catch in.
Yeah, right. The heel. Yeah. So, yes, you can smoke in here, Vape and Pagan. No problem.
Fucking edgelord.
Mi casa is su casa. Smoke away. Yeah, so excited about it. If you want to, if they're the chubby gorillas, I think, now don't quote me on this, but I am almost certain that Rick from modmaker.co.uk, I'm almost certain that he's got his refiller adapters for chubby gorilla 120s. I think those are out. I have to go check. So if you are using this to modmaker.co.uk, so if you're using this to refill squonk bottles or squonkers, you should be able to do that. I am almost certain that he put one of those out. I mean, he may have just been talking about it coming soon, but now I really want to know. Not refill. Let's just search. No, it's not out there yet. Not out there yet, so that must be coming soon still. Gorilla. I'm just making double sure. Nope, nothing on site. All right. Nick Nut Green said he doesn't think they're out yet. Yeah, but I'm 99.3% certain that I didn't just give something away. I'm sure he posted that somewhere publicly. All right, so that's it. Done. let's do the giveaway.
All right.
Yeah.
Participants.
Who wants some free juice?
Oh. So we're going to. Should we leave Will in there?
Yeah.
Copy. Random.org.
Will, especially because Will gave me shekels. Thanks, buddy.
Ooh. Lists and more. List randomizer.
Hashtag kickbacks.
Right. Randomize 1. Randomize 2. Randomize 3.
Girth Brooks says wieners crossed.
All right. So since you bastards showed up on time and for the show, we're gonna do 3 randos here, and look at there. Let me share it. Sorry, I didn't share my screen of the randomizer.
Yeah, you have to share to make sure you're not.
My bad.
You're not nepotizing.
Yeah, I'm not. See, there's everybody. I'd left some spaces in there. My bad, because that's what happened when I copied it from the thing. Oh shit, he's in Germany. How does that work? I'm almost certain he's in Berlin. That's Thomas. That's Tomas, right?
My feeling is if people are willing to pay shipping,
Yeah.
we are willing to ship.
Okay. So
we'll see what happens.
Tomas and Horror.
There's no recourse for Germany.
And Girth Brooks. 1, 2, 3. So you guys, yeah, he's in Berlin. I am awesome. Do I know my guys or what? So would you 3 of you guys shoot me a message on the Facebooks, and I will get you in touch with Jay and get you his PayPal, and you can shoot him some things, some money, some shekels. Sound good?
Holla holla, get dollar.
Congratulations, you 3. And then we will post something in the group and let a couple more go with a little bit of a MS Paint sort of Photoshop. Is there something that we want to do? Maybe...
Give us some suggestions. Like my first thought was like paint what Chucky looked like when I first discovered him in the wild.
Yeah,
or something train related, but that
that's
actually I like that. Yes, let's do that. You have to
I was thinking like that scene from Space Odyssey where it's like the giant, the discovery of Railcracker is like, man, Chucky's like he puts a record on and like a graham cracker falls out of the sky and he's praying to it and shit. I don't know. You guys figure it out.
So we've got maybe graham crackers. We've got a ginger dude. We've got some trains. There's some 3 suggestions that probably
do any of those.
We have some
Yeah, do some any of those, or
vinyl, maybe some vinyl in there.
Vinyl, or paint Zach as part of the cast of A Different World.
You don't know what a different world is.
Photoshop allowed.
Educate yourself.
Yeah. All right. So do that. We will put. Hey, Matt, have you got the thing open? Facebook. Can you post a thread?
Relevant links to Bigglesworth and such.
Or I can do it.
Pump my shekels, please.
Yeah. I'll put your. Wait. I just saw in your side chat you got BigglesworthLabs.com.
Whoops!
I just noticed that.
That's that new shit y'all don't know about yet.
Yeah, that's the top level.
The secret Illuminati TLD.
We are not privy to. http://.
There is no Wacom digitizer rule. You can make as high or low quality as you want. You will not be graded on quality.
That's
You'll
right.
be graded on how much I laugh at the image.
Spicy.
Yeah, spicy memes only.
Yeah.
Spicy memes for spicy meme boys.
Not penalized.
Yeah, you can draw the Sistine fucking Chapel, but you're still not getting the juice.
Right, not penalized for MS Paintness. Only judged by humor. Actor. Suggestions. Lucky. Gingers. No crackers. Or no, just crackers.
Hate them.
Bam. Crackers. And railroads. Railroad things. There you go. Perfect. I will put this in the group. Bam.
Rick, You can't buy Rail Cracker just yet. You can buy other juices from BigglesworthLabs.com. Angsty suggests Homeward, and then you will get a free 60 ml bottle of Rail Cracker this week only until Friday.
There you go. 20% off.
And 20% off for Independence Day, #America.
And only because I care about you so much, I'm actually going to edit the show and put your links in the show notes, which I always forget to do.
Oh, look at that. I finally made it, boys. I'm in the Plumes description. Get wrecked, nerds.
Get wrecked, nerds. All right, there's this.
Speaking of which, you want to wreck some nerds after the show?
Yes. We will be doing a post-show Rocket League stream. It is also called the Plumes of Hazard, not related.
no,
we're making plumes with the exhaust of our cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Where do the pics go? I just posted them in the Facebook group, or I posted a thread for which to do that. I will post the link.
Dick pics. My phone number is 646
555.
Yeah.
837-5309.
Yeah.
All right. So link the Facebook group to post your entries. Post it in chat in case you wanted to find it there. The where to find Jay and his various wares and where to send him shekels will be linked in the doobly-doo down below me.
Yo, man's got perspiration.
Hot. So that's the big news. I'm thoroughly thrilled. I'm so happy that that Jay not only picked up something that I love and has remade it and made it available to everybody, including me. I couldn't be happier about that. Thank you, Jay. You kick ass.
My pleasure.
Jay gets 2 snaps.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice. In a straight line. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by. You know where to find us every week. We'll be right here. We love you.
Have a good night.
Noodles. I don't know how to do the heart thing. Wait, I'm close.
You're a grown man.
There you go. I don't know how to do that.
Fuck out of here.
Did I tell you that? Oh God! So we were on vacation, and this was years ago. I think it was like 5 years ago. We were on vacation. We were scuba diving in Hawaii. My wife and I, and she wanted to do that while we were underwater, and I had never done it before, and I like at all. I had no idea what she was talking about. So underwater with a scuba tank, regulator in mouth, she's trying to convey to me what I'm supposed to be doing. And the guy with our scuba diver instructor had a camera, and he's sitting there just waiting for me, and he kind of went like this at me after a minute because I kept fucking it up. It was so good. I wish I had a video camera of him while I was messing it up because he was just like, you could see the disgust on his face. He's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Was he like one shuffle up and just like,
yeah, that's exactly. I haven't thought of that in a long time. That's funny. Okay, hey, buddy, see ya.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.